Call in, guys. Talk to me nice.
Welcome back to Sports Tea. Welcome back to Sports Tea.
Talk to me nice. Nice. Call in, guys. Talk to me nice. Call in, guys. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Sports Tea. Happy Thursday. I know we're headed into a holiday weekend, but I just had to come in here and chat with you guys real quick because, oh my gosh, we have some breaking news. I mean, it's being reported that LeBron James wants out of the Lakers. We know that there's not going to be one single NBA offseason where LeBron's not making it about LeBron, right? But salute to everybody joining and for everybody joining the stream today. Do me a favor as you load into the room, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and most importantly, share the video. Share it out on your social media, share it with your friends and family. Let's grow the Sports Tea Network and community. And guys, I also want to take a moment to say thank you. I want to thank you all because we just hit 10,000 subscribers. And I'm just so grateful and just so appreciative of how everyone has embraced me in the YouTube community, the content creators that I'm working alongside. It's just been really amazing to be embraced by them as well. Man Down Sports, I want to thank Mel from Man Down Sports and the whole panel over there for just the way that they have brought me on and showed me the way. Ticket TV has been really great, shouting me out, coming in the chat and supporting. Uncommon Sense, Angry Old Hoops, Michael Jordan fans are the best. Miami Heat Zone. I could go on, but 93 Zay. There's just so many great channels out there, and we've all kind of come together to be the truth media, the people that really want to just share the truth as we see it. And we're not paid for talking media heads. We just come in here and we talk about the things that we see, and it's been really great so far. So I want to shout everybody out that's been part of the Sports Tea community and supporting me. And thank you so much. And cheers to hopefully another 10,000 subscribers. So thank you all. But do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Let's continue to blow Sports Tea way up. But today, what I'm here to chat about is LeBron James and the idea that he's really going to be able to leave the Lakers this season. I don't see what trade is available. But this is what's being reported. LeBron James reportedly wants out of LA, and the Lakers want him gone. That's the most shocking part of the report. It's not just LeBron James planting these seeds. It's not just him, alluding to the fact that maybe he wants out. He's coming out with these statements with Rich Paul saying, "Hey, I want to be able to compete for a title. I still have a lot of juice in the tank. I'm not done yet. Every season, every minute has to count." And I mean, do we really believe that, guys? Every season has to count when we have Carlton Banks on the team. Bronny James is here. There's no way that LeBron James could be serious about contending for a title when we have the greatest father-son duo playing on the Lakers right now. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I mean, miss me with that, right? Like, miss me with the bullshit today. LeBron James isn't trying to compete for a title. That's a joke. But fadeawayworld.net reports that LeBron James reportedly wants out of LA and Lakers want him gone. Ever since the first round exit in 2024 NBA playoffs, all eyes have been on the Lakers regarding what lies ahead for them, and especially LeBron James. Now, even after James picked up his $52.6 million player option for his 23rd season in the NBA, his future with the Lakers is not secure, as he is reportedly viewed as just another expiring contract and a potential trade piece. Following this report of the Lakers viewing James as a trade piece, The Phoenix sports radio host John Gambadoro, who is known to have some sources close to the league, claimed that James and the Lakers are on the same page about finding him a new trade destination. Quotes, I was told I was told this after the playoffs by someone close to LeBron. Said LeBron wants out of LA and they want him gone. Watch game 1 how disinterested LeBron was. Now, most people on here know that my sources are not the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Fadeaway World, the article continues to go on to say whether or not James actually wants out of LA is still unknown. But veteran sources have claimed that we may have seen the last of LeBron James in a Lakers jersey. The 40-year-old star still averaged all-star in NBA and all NBA caliber numbers on the team last season with 24.4 points, 8.2 assists, and 7.8 rebounds in 70 games played in the regular season alone. Yet his financial demands severely hinder the growth of the Lakers as they look to rebuild a long-term team around Luka Doncic. I find it really interesting that he even made all NBA this season with a -70 this season. Seriously? But we are witnessing the greatest father-son duo in NBA history. That's what we're witnessing, guys. Greatest father-son duo featuring Carlton Banks. Oh man, we can't make this stuff up, guys. But it has been, and I hope that you guys also know that it's been it's been reported, right, that LeBron James does not like playing alongside Luka Doncic. So FadeAwayWorld.net, they also reported the day before this report came out that LeBron James and both LeBron James and Austin Reeves reportedly don't like playing with Luka Doncic. According to John Gambadoro, Austin Reeves and LeBron James are not fond of playing alongside Luka. This may be the potential reason why Reeves is holding out on signing a 4-year extension with the team, and James is rumored to be asking for a trade. When disputed online, Gambadoro defended his sources. So he's standing down, he's doubling down. He is absolutely standing 10 toes down. Boy, you would think after 29 years of doing the show, I may have gotten to know some people, SMH. Just a few days ago, James agent Rich Paul revealed that he acknowledges the team's future is to build around Luka Doncic. But James wants to contend for a championship. In between the lines, what wasn't said but was interpreted by all NBA fans is Lakers are in rebuild. They're in rebuild mode, and James wants to win. Since the Lakers are not in the position to win now, is this the end of James' time in LA? If James demands a trade out of the Lakers, where do you think he will land? Let us know in the comments section. What do you guys think? I mean, I could see him going to the Mavericks. That's a really easy trade that they might be able to pull off, and I could see him taking less money to do that. But that doesn't happen this year. I don't, that obviously is not going to happen this season. But so LeBron and Austin Reeves, they hate playing with Luka. Why do they hate it? LeBron hates it because they both need to have the ball in their hand. That's why. They both need to have the ball in their hand. So there's no way that LeBron really can be on the floor with Luka. It's just not winning basketball. It's not sustainable, especially when all three of them can't play defense. So to me, it's just more like a seniority issue. I don't think Austin Reeves hates Luka Doncic. I think, they were calling them, what were they calling them? The Snow White Lakers, when it was him, Dalton Connect, and Luka cooking on the floor without LeBron James. That's what they were saying. So I don't think that Austin Reeves hates playing with Luka, but I think it's more of a seniority issue. LeBron James is already there. He's already gotten used to cooking alongside LeBron James, losing alongside LeBron, and it being LeBron's fault. But then when you insert Luka in the mix, then it becomes other people's fault. So, he's not as protected playing alongside Luka Doncic as he is LeBron James. So maybe he does hate playing alongside Luka for that reason. But I mean, Luka is he's non-athletic. So Austin Reeves can't throw the lob to him, whereas he can throw a lob to LeBron. So that might be why it doesn't work for Austin Reeves. But LeBron James wants to be able to turn the ball over in peace. He wants to continue to turn the ball over with abandon, but he can't do that if Luka Doncic is also turning the ball over. There's not enough room for two turnover kings. That's just the bottom line. There's just not. There's not enough air for both LeBron and Luka Doncic to play alongside one another. And those are just the facts. You know, it is what it is. But I did catch a clip of Speak with it was Keyshawn Johnson, Joy Taylor, and of course Paul Pierce, The Truth. And they were talking about whether or not LeBron James wants out of the Lakers. Is he signaling that he wants a trade? You know, could the father-son duo be leaving LA? I mean, look at Luka. He's probably like, yeah, you both can leave. Just get out. He probably went to the Lakers front office and is like, if you don't do something, get this circus, get this clown show out of here, or I'm not re-signing with you guys. The Lakers do have to pivot to focusing on signing Luka Doncic, okay? They can't worry about what LeBron James is saying right now. That can't be a focus. So his comments with Rich Paul that, you know, when he came out and said all of that, he's clearly looking for attention. I can't imagine that the Lakers really give a rat's ass about it. They want him gone, but they don't see really a path to get out from under LeBron. So they're just making him uncomfortable. Hey, we're going to bring Luka here. We're going to bring DeAndre Ayton. We're going to formulate this team around a player like Luka Doncic and his management. We're going to capitulate to Bill Duffy, who also has DeAndre Ayton signed. So this looks very Clutch-like, where LeBron and Clutch Sports were allowed to sign other Clutch players. And, you know, they were running the team. But now it's Luka Doncic and Will Duffy running the team now. Those are the partners. And obviously the organization is going to make the decisions of ownership, but they're partnering. Who they choose to partner and take a partner with as a player on the team is no longer LeBron James. LeBron James has been fired. He's been fired as the GM. La GM is no longer. So LeBron James has to accept that. And so Speak, with Paul Pierce, Joy Taylor, and Keyshawn Johnson, they were talking about whether or not he's signaling if he's going to leave. And they had, you know, some interesting dialogue around it. And I want to play that sound for you guys, and then we're going to react.
You know, it could be something. It couldn't be. I think he wouldn't mind going back. You know, for him to go to Cleveland and golf, like, I'm not flying to Cleveland for nothing. You know, and I understand he has a school there and his ties are there, but he's out there golfing and wearing a hat that says welcome home. I wouldn't put it past him if this could be a homecoming, possibly a trade of some type. Maybe he's out there with Rich Paul, meeting with Dan Gilbert about the possibilities of having this farewell tour out of Cleveland. Because look, Cleveland the door is wide open for them out of the East to get to the finals. You put LeBron in that mix, and if you can keep Donovan Mitchell and some of your core pieces and figure out how to get LeBron in there, I can see that happen.
He's in Cleveland right now because that's his area, region he's from. That's the only thing. He's just there doing what he does every single year. Goes and visits the school, hangs out for a couple of weeks, whatever the case may be. His roots are there. I don't think he's going back to Cleveland. And I said this last year when we were trying to figure out what's LeBron going to do. He's not going anywhere, Joy, until he decides to retire. And the reason that is because he doesn't want to alienate the situation in LA. But all of a sudden, you have strung us along for so long, hanging out with us, meaning Laker fans, and giving us hope for certain things, and he's just going to rip it right from underneath us. He's not going to do that. His grounds are here in LA now. Mm-hmm. From a business perspective, and I know people, he can do that online and his phone calls and Zoom now. He doesn't have to be in LA.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does have to be in Los Angeles to do some of the powerful things and powerful moves that he wants to make. And that's just the reality of it. I think he likes the new ownership. When they first bought the team, him and Luka was praising the new ownership and seeing things in a positive light. On top of all that, he just hired the damn coach last year. He just hired JJ last year. I almost called him Steve Nash, but JJ last year. He just hired him. So now you had us hire him, and you getting ready to leave us?
Yeah, I don't think that LeBron is going anywhere this year. I do think LeBron knows that the online detectives are going to start getting all squirrely if he posts something like this, but it doesn't really make sense for Cleveland for them to give up their core. They're in a position where they can compete for a championship this year. doesn't really make sense from LeBron from a business standpoint.
Right.
You want to finish your career with a team that you've been playing for. And I don't know that the story is the same in Cleveland anymore. Like we had that moment.
Yeah. Done that.
So I think he's just messing with everybody. And why not? Because they're going to play along.
They made a lot of really great points. I felt as though Paul Pierce, I mean, he always sort of nails it in a way. And there's times when I don't always agree with him, but I think that it would be great for LeBron James to go back to Cleveland and do his farewell tour there, because he's embarrassed the Lakers enough. Cleveland Cavaliers, they've proven themselves to be a first round knockout. They're not really the serious team that we thought that they were. They don't really have what it takes. They're not made of what it takes to win a title and go on a serious postseason run. Their coach is not built like that. I like Kenny Atkinson. He's smart, but he doesn't have the toughness, the mental toughness, or the grit that these other coaches in the East have. He just doesn't. As much as I like him, some of the soft comments that he made post, game press conferences and stuff like that, I don't really care for it. Basketball is a physical sport, and I think that LeBron could easily go there, run all over Kenny Atkinson, control that team. That could be a good move for him. So I think that that's a good idea. But is he going to do that? Absolutely not. To Keyshawn Johnson's point, to Joy Taylor's point, like he's not going to be able to, he's not going to be able to get away from being a Kardashian. First and foremost, what's most important to LeBron is being a Kardashian. The celebrity of being in LA. He loves the cameras. He said it over and over and over again. He loves going to the ESPYs. He loves going, and being a celebrity. He was concerned. He didn't think to tell us, when they got knocked out, or, even in what was that, game 4, game 5, that he sprained his MCL, that he was dealing with an MCL injury. He didn't think to tell us that during, the season while he was playing, but he thought to announce that to tell us that he wasn't going to be able to make it to the Met Gala. Like anybody gives a damn what LeBron James is wearing at the Met Gala, because I don't. I didn't know he was invited. I didn't care that he was invited, but he actually made it a point to tweet about that. So LeBron's celebrity, being this person that's, that everybody's watching, that everybody's following, that's most important to him. That's first and foremost. That's why he put up that statement through Rich Paul. He can't really leave the Lakers this year. There's no trade that the Lakers would be willing to do that makes sense, in my opinion. I don't see it. So he's going to be there for at least this next season. But the Lakers changed their ownership. They have made it clear that they're building around Luka. That's their future. They've made it clear. They made it clear that they're partnering with him and Bill Duffy, not LeBron, not Rich Paul. And the Lakers are like, look, we don't care what you're doing. You can be here, you and Bronny. But we're going to move in this direction. And it really doesn't matter what you do. You've got to go on the floor and make your points. So you can't play embarrassingly poorly. You can't, there's really nothing that LeBron James, he just doesn't have the leverage. He doesn't hold the cards. He's in a position where he can retire on a good note with the Lakers as Luka's number 2, instead of crying like a little baby, like a little baby, because he's the number 2 and he's no longer the franchise player. He's no longer the partner. The Lakers are not going to make business decisions with him. They're not. They're not going to partner in Rich Paul for anything anymore. That's not happening. So LeBron James is upset about that. He just wants control. He wants power. He wants to be the GM, and he's not going to be. But wouldn't you be happy your son is there? The coach you wanted is there? Be happy, LeBron. Why is that never enough? Because Luka's the guy, you're upset and you're trying to pretend to ask for a trade. He just wants to show all of NBA fans that when he demands something, that's what's going to make waves, that the media is still going to have a ripple effect. There's a domino effect. When LeBron speaks, everybody moves. Him wearing that hat, the welcome home hat in Cleveland, playing golf. Maybe he's meeting with Dan Gilbert. Maybe they're having discussions. Maybe it's about attention. LeBron James is going to go with whatever the bigger story is. And trust me, if he has to go back to Cleveland for this big story to make that happen, to make it a thing, he will. And he'll probably just take half the season off, missing games, still living in LA, still being that celebrity. So, I mean, I guess he could. He really doesn't have to live in LA. He can take a bunch of games off and just, spend time in the Labalco lab. Who knows, right? This is the person that we're dealing with. So don't be fooled. Don't think that there's a real trade out there for LeBron. I'm sure he does want to be in the Mavericks uniform. I'm sure of it. I don't see that happening this season. The Mavericks would have to be stupid to gut their team to bring on, to try to make space for $52 million. The Knicks don't want to do that. I don't want to see LeBron James on my Knicks. He doesn't like the ownership. He said it multiple times. So don't try to go there now. You left Cleveland twice. Don't go back. Stop looking back. Stay on the Lakers. Finish your career. Let this year be the last season that you play. Go on a farewell tour with Luka, because this way they're not a real contender. So LeBron James can get credit for a farewell tour. He can, go around this whole season, can be all about him, what points he's going to score in his last season. They're not really contending for, a title. So it can just be all fun and games. LeBron's leaving. I think that the organization definitely wants him out. They've been wanted him out. And they want him out because look at his antics. He has to make every offseason about him. The Lakers no longer care about what LeBron James wants to do. They've made it clear. And all that Clutch Sports is doing, all that LeBron James is doing is annoying Rob Pelinka. They're annoying him. They're annoying Jeannie Buss. They can barely come off the heels of celebrating a historical franchise sale of $10 billion. They're all happy about that. And here comes this dark cloud, Clutch Sports, the dark cloud, LeBron James, Rich Paul, the leader of the Le Cult, the purse snatchers. Here they come trying to rain on everybody's parade. So with that being said, guys, I just think that LeBron James, he should leave LA. And I don't see it. I'm not going to put it past him that he will leave. I think that he's for sure setting the stage for some sort of dramatic storyline. And this is just what we have to put up with in the NBA offseason. More of LeBron. More of LeBron making it about him. Instead of us just hearing about when he's going to retire, we have to hear that he wants out of the Lakers. He's demanding a trade. He doesn't trust the Lakers after, they have brought in Luka Doncic. He hates playing alongside Luka. Luka Doncic has to be furious and pissed. Bill Duffy has to be furious and pissed at Clutch Sports and LeBron James and Rich Paul for planting stories about them. Just shut your mouth. Luka Doncic is trying to focus on hopefully getting in shape, changing the narrative about him being an out-of-shape player that can't win a title. And LeBron James is just making it worse. Clutch Sports is just making it worse. And they want to sit there and call him a good teammate. How is this good for basketball? How is this good for the Lakers and the organization that you claim to love? LeBron James is a narcissist. Rich Paul is an enabler, leader of the cult of the delusional blind witnesses. And they are a complete disgrace. And this is complete crap that LeBron James is coming out talking about, I want to compete for titles, picking up the $52 million, and then wearing a welcome home hat, trying to tease like he's going back to Cleveland when we all know that he can't deal with being away from the spotlight for 5 seconds. It's a joke. But I do want to read some of the super chats that came through. Doc Torres, salute to you for the $5 super chat. Can we please admit how unintelligent Bron is? He painted himself to a corner and he's alienating Luka. And Savannah isn't going to want to leave. Savannah's not going to want to leave LA. And supposedly, and I'm going to talk about this later, supposedly LeBron James can be heard saying that Savannah wants to effing make him retire in the next season. I don't blame her, but now he's trying to put out like, the Tom Brady, like, wife wants him to retire story and narrative. LeBron, nobody cares. I can't imagine that Savannah James wants to deal with you full time at home. I don't think that's true. But Rose Sharma, salute to you for the $5 super chat. LeBron failed to be an all-time great Laker. He thought what Kobe did for 20 years would be easily matched, and it just shows how dedicated Kobe was. I mean, dedicated is, I think that that's a really amazing word to describe Kobe Bryant, but he was just so incredible. He was just, they don't even compare. LeBron James will never be like Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan. I don't think he'll ever have any resemblance of guys that played during, an era that was much more physical, that was much more competitive overall. LeBron James doesn't like to compete. We know that. He doesn't like to play one-on-one. We all know that. He was complaining about that in Mind the Game. Oh, what's this one-on-one? Oh, that's not basketball. Salute to you, Mapzyme. Sorry if I'm butchering that, but salute to you for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate you. And honestly, guys, if you haven't gotten a chance, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I want to know what you guys think. Will LeBron leave LA now that he's lost his power? What do you guys think? And Tony Robinson, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't know what that has to do with basketball, but you're blocked. And it looks like we got another super chat that came in from the Swarthy Wizard. Sports T, lady salute. What if Kyrie demands his former king LeBron back in Dallas? Might happen. I don't think that Kyrie Irving has any power to demand anything in Dallas. I think he has a good relationship with the owner. I think that he's stopped demanding things from ownership. And I think that he has begun to sort of settle into being a second option, being a leader on his team in a positive way, influencing the other players, and really just kind of rowing in the same direction that that the organization is rowing in. I think that he's got a good situation in Dallas, and I think that he doesn't want to ruin that by making waves in the front office. And I don't think that he wants to play alongside LeBron James ever again. I think when he needed a job, when he was unclear, uncertain if he would be on an NBA team, if they were going to give him Iverson treatment and, sort of ruin his career, that's where his career was headed. So I think there was a brief moment where he was willing to play with the Lakers and play with LeBron James, but I don't think he wants that now. But that's my opinion on that. But thank you, Swarthy Wizard, for the $10 super chat. Logan Messiah, thank you for the $5 super chat. It just proves that if LeBron was in the West his entire career, he wouldn't have had as much success as he did in the East. Only won one chip in the bubble. LeBron James went to the Eastern conference. The East was the least. That was what everybody said during his tenure there. And he's never wanted to compete. He's had it easy for a lot of his career. So you had it easy in the East. You still had to manufacture your way around that. Getting players traded, doing all the coaches fired, everything needs to be manufactured with LeBron, no matter how easy, no matter how, the pieces are set on the stage for him to win, he's still going to lose. Joseph Fitzgerald, thank you and salute to you for the $4.99 super chat. Really appreciate you guys coming through and joining me for this stream. I just want to thank everyone again for helping Sports T get to 10,000 subscribers. This is an amazing accomplishment for the channel, and I couldn't have done it without all of you. So I do want to celebrate. I'm going to have a members only live soon, and I really, really can't wait to share that content with you all. But thank you so much again for joining me this afternoon. Don't forget, like the video, smash the like button. Let's check on that. Let's see where we're at. Let's see. So we had We had over 300 people watching. We've only got about 140 likes. Guys, like the video. Smash that like button for me. It's free to like the video, you know? And I really appreciate the likes and the shares. So, continue to share the video, share it out on your social media, share it with your friends and family. You guys are awesome. And thanks for the support. And run those likes up, smash the like button for me, subscribe to the channel. And I hope that you guys have an amazing, amazing rest of your Thursday. I'll probably be back tonight or early tomorrow to, jump in here and discuss free agency and a variety of other topics. It looks like we did get another super chat from a light in the dark. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. He can learn some Mandarin and go play in China and take Rich Paul and the 4 and 6 coalition with him. Oh man, do I love Uncommon Sense and the 4 and 6 kingdom that he tortures on a daily, weekly. I love his Fanboy Fridays. So, if you guys haven't subscribed to that channel, head over there and check him out. It's incredible work. 93 Zay as well. Oh my gosh, that guy is hilarious. He's got one of the best voices on YouTube. Check him out. And guys, really, thank you so much for having me. And like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Let's blow up Sports Tea to be even bigger. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.